Welcome to the video version of Visibility at Your Library. Here's one more example of how libraries are changing in dynamic places.
Prairie library system is one of 9 multi-type library systems in the state of Illinois, and we help facilitate services amongst our member libraries, providing online catalog services, delivery of materials, continuing education. But when I say facilitate library services to the ordinary person on the street, they will scratch their head and go, "What are you talking about?" So I came up with the phrase, we're the library for librarians. You go to your library when you have questions, your librarian has questions, they come to us. So just think of Rolling Prairie as the library for librarians. Areas. We have 2 large cities, Springfield and Decatur, and after that everything else is a rural city. And even Decatur, with ADM and Tate and Lyle in them, is an agricultural city. So we're made up of farms, farmland, small towns, and it's just a logical match to think outside the barn with our system.
It's really a group effort. We're trying to come up with some kind of a logo or a theme, and my executive assistant, Peggy Durst, said, how about think outside the barn? She likes to really think in puns and things, and we thought, that's great! Think outside the barn at your library. And then the Warrensburg Public Library, or Barclay Library in Warrensburg, they had a graphic artist student on staff, and she came up with a logo that we tweaked a little bit, and together we came up with the logo and the thing. And we have Think Outside the Barn at Your Library. Everybody loves it. Every time I wear my shirt out, somebody says, "Where'd you come up with that?" That's a great thing. So we are happy with it.
The big draw is just talking about libraries, the importance of libraries, finding out where people are from and how they're using their libraries. A huge banner on our building and a smaller banner that is in the booth, and people will go through and they say and they look at that and say, "Think outside the barn." You're like, "Oh, how neat! Isn't that unusual? Isn't that unique?" And it catches their eye, especially with the addition of our barn. Well, we have several audiences, target audiences actually. One at the Farm Progress Show is just the farmers in general that show, and the families, the people that are showing, exhibiting there at the booth because they walk by also and stop by. So we're promoting reading and the importance of libraries in general, but specifically to the farm community there. Then we also promote it to our own member libraries so they can use it during National Agricultural Week or FFA Week, and encourage them to even take it to their local festivals or county fairs to target their own people in their own communities. And beyond that, we're also targeting out to other libraries across the nation. I have staff going to the ARSL conference here in September down in Tennessee, and they are going to be presenting a session about Think Outside the Barn and how we have marketed it and used it in our communities. And getting people just to use the theme within their own libraries to help support their own rural and farm communities and as display purposes. And I know that other libraries have seen this and are picking up on the idea, if not using the exact same theme, are picking up on the idea of promoting their library to the rural communities.